Peace, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Vivo XL4 from BlU. And the Vivo XL4 was actually a really good device. This device actually featured a lot of cool features that had a ton of features to choose from. And I just want to talk about this device and how it's been holding up after the time that I have been having it. Now, this thing does have four 2.0 gigahertz processors paired with another four 1.5 ARM Cortex A53s. So there's 8 cores altogether. It does have 3 gigabytes of RAM, does have 32 gigabytes of internal storage. We are getting a 6.2 inch display, IPS 720 by 1520 as well. So you can use it in landscape or portrait, as you can see right here. There's just a ton of features in this thing, but they do give you a ton of features right here in the settings right here when you go over to features, and you could just see some of them right here just listed. So it's giving you front portrait, group selfie, portrait effect, face ID, power manager, fingerprint sensor, split screen, navigation mode, and notch. So you can actually click that and just use the feature right away. So this one actually lets you change the notch, which is really cool. I like having that notch there though, but there's just a ton of features on this device. And then you could see the facial recognition, fingerprint, the new navigation mode, which I'm using right now, which is gestures. So you can swipe up and get your apps. Now the software on this thing is actually one of the things that's a little bit behind, but the hardware is always good on BlU devices. So I definitely think BlU is, they got a ton of devices out there right now that have really good hardware. And the only thing that they just have to work on a little bit more is just like providing their customers with, like long-term software options, like with Android and everything. Because if you get this device and you use it for, some time here, you will notice that you start to fall behind on the updates. But this thing does have just a ton of features to choose from. You get this option where you can get like a pill on the side, and then when you click that pill, you get this option right here, which will actually make the screen a little bit smaller, like for one-handed mode. And then you could just like go right back out, but there's just a ton of features to choose from inside of here. Like, I can't say that enough. But you even got more settings right here, and you get glove mode. So like right now, that's like really important for me, like especially outside when I'm using a device. I definitely want to use gloves with it. So I definitely think that's pretty cool that they added that there. They got a couple cool features right here, such as power mode and the calls, which I don't really want to put that on, but it's definitely pretty cool. The nav bar options that they did have to offer was actually pretty cool, but you could choose like between which type of look you wanted. You could customize it to your own personal preference if you so desired. But this thing definitely was a really good device overall in 2019 and 18, I think it was, like early 2018. I'm not even sure when this thing dropped, honestly, but it's been out for a while now. It has the Android 8.1.0 software on here, I believe. So the only thing is the settings on here. There's so many different options to choose from. So, you can see you got hardware, you got software, you know what I mean? So there's just a ton of things to look at. You can see my storage is actually almost full on this device, but it does offer a micro SD card slot up to 128 gigabytes. I'm sorry, like 1 terabyte, I believe. But when you go to about device, you could check out some software updates here. The last one we got was June 5th. 2019, so it's actually up to date right now, but you could see that it's kind of fallen a little bit behind because we are on the Oreo right now on this device, which is like a little bit older. But honestly, this thing's still holding up pretty well. You can see it has that notch like display just like an iPhone. So when you're using this thing, people are gonna immediately think it's the iPhone, and so you flip it over and turn it around on the other side, and then they're gonna see that big tramp stamp right here, the BlU logo. But it actually looks pretty sweet. It does have a nice feel in the hand too, like especially during winter. It has a nice cold touch to it, and I just think it has a really nice feel in the hand. You definitely don't really need a case with this phone, honestly. You could just like rock it how it is, but you can see apps open up lightning quick. So let's just open up AliExpress. You jump over to Amazon right here, and you know, honestly, you know, this thing is definitely a pretty good phone still. I'd say the performance of it is probably an 8 out of a 10. The design is probably an 8 as well. You know, it's designed just like the iPhone. It has a really nice feel in the hand as well. You're getting those 2 cameras right there on the back, which are actually pretty cool, and take pretty good shots on the front too. So you are getting that Face ID on the front with the LED light, as you can see. So that's actually blinking. Well, right there, there's like a tiny light there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's not really an LED light, but you can make that flash turn into an LED light, like a notification light, just by going into settings. But you can see we got flashlight, sound, and then you can vibrate. You also do get airplane mode screenshots. There's a button right there, so if you want to take a screenshot, you could even take a long screenshot as well. It says that the current UI doesn't support it, because I'm not on a long screenshot thing. But you know, this device has a ton of features inside of it. You can see if we go to the security, we do got smart lock as well, which will, let me just put my pattern or my fingerprint. There you go. And you got trusted devices and voice match on body detection too. You can see we got the Face ID right there. And you also got lock screen message right there. If you actually want to change the lock screen, you just lock it and you unlock it real quick, and then you hit this button right there and hit settings, and then you'll go to the local wallpaper right there, and then you could choose from some wallpapers like that you have, or just like pictures right here, like photos, anything in Google Photos, or oh, that Bruce Lee one kind of looked sick. So I could like make that my lock screen, just throw the Bruce Lee on there, and now that's my lock screen, which is actually pretty sick. Long hold the screen as well, and you can adjust the carousel arrangement. So this one lets you set up like the cleanup. You could either move them to the bottom or top, and that actually cleans them up automatically. And then when you click right here and go to the effects, you can actually change the way that it's going to be moving across the screen, which is actually cool. You could choose some widgets right here on the screen. Menu actually takes you back there, and then you get quick gesture, which you can actually make that none or make it a notification shade. So let's just you also do get desktop mode, or you can make it so it's like the iPhone, so you could just click that and change it back to the iPhone look. So now everything's on my home screen. We even get the Google feed right here. Oh wait, so that it changes it to this mode. Okay, so it's just all on one page, and all the apps are right there on the other page, just like that. So it changes it to that mode, which is actually, there's no app tray, it's just changing it to that. And then you can see you can even change the effect again. Let's say you want to do cube, and then it would look like that, and you wouldn't get an app tray, but everything would be here. So that's actually pretty cool too. I think I might rock it like this for a little bit. But you also have a screen recorder, which is cool, hotspot, Data saver to save battery, extreme mode, which actually saves even more battery. Standby time can last about 400 milliamp hours, 0 minutes after using extreme mode. Only essential apps and those selected by you. So cancel. Let's go back into settings. You can tailor and customize all your notifications here by, let's say you don't want to get certain notifications on the Bible app. So let's say you just want to get certain reminders, like to read your daily scripture or something, or let's say Call of Duty is notifying you miscellaneous messages, or anything like that. You could just mess around with that. But there's a myriad of features on here, just to say the least. You can go right here to more features, and they give you options here for memory, storage, and battery, printing right there as well. So let's see if they have screencasts. You can go right here and they have more. So you have a VPN option. You'll have reverse charging and OTG, which is on the go storage. So you can plug in a USB, just like this one. But then you would need the adapter, which I would have to look for. I don't have it around here, but I definitely have the adapter that can go right there. And then, yeah, we do have some other features here too. Like right here in the Wi-Fi, you can turn that on if you so desire. You do get more options in display, such as adaptive brightness, economical backlight. You can change the screen to your own temperature, to your own preference. Smart eye detection, which is actually, if you enable that, it'll basically like warm the screen up to your own liking. Cast screen right there, so you can actually pair this up with a smart TV if you so desire, or like a Roku or a smart TV box. Full screen mode. Now the only thing I didn't like was that they didn't give you YouTube to use on full screen mode. They give you certain apps. So like, let me just show you how YouTube would look real quick. So right here, when you go into YouTube and you watch a video, for instance, alright, so when you click the video and you expand, you can see that the edge right here on this side on the left is a sharp edge, like a 90-degree edge. And then you can see right here, it's actually like a curved edge. So like the only time it's actually like both edges matches is when it's in this mode. So when you expand that, it's kind of weird that you can't watch the whole, even the notch. I would be okay with just that notch filling out and being round right there, but it doesn't even give you that option. But other than that, everything is definitely pretty cool about this device too. Let me see, you get notes as well, so you got like your own notes to take quick reminders. You get trash and scribe signature as well, which is definitely pretty sick. So let's go into the call. I know there's a ton of options here sometimes when you go into settings, and you can block numbers here, add numbers, quick response. If you have like some quick setups for responses, display options, you can display your name. Sounds and vibration will let you change the ringtones, and you get a ton to choose from right here. And then if you go into calling accounts, you can mess around with some of the call features. Caller ID and spam, you have caller ID on here, and you can filter spam calls as well, like if you think it's like gonna be a problem. So I definitely thought that was pretty cool. Then when you go in messages, you do have the dark mode right here. So you can turn that on right here. And then when you go into settings, you're gonna go into advanced, and it'll give you a slew of options here, but everything's really done for us pretty much. So you got smart replies as well. You got notifications here, so you can mess around with those as well. And you got default if you do decide to download an SMM app, SMS app. And yeah, I'm already missing that app tray a little bit. But yeah, this device definitely is pretty usable in 2020. Let's look at the cameras for a little bit, and you can see that it has really good software. You do get an AI camera, and it says night mode right there automatically, which is cool. Looking through the viewfinder, it's a little fuzzy, but when you take the shot and look at the photo, the software smoothens it out, which is definitely pretty cool. So it's definitely still a usable camera, and that photo came out good. And the photo it actually sensed that it was a nighttime shot. You got face beauty, so you can mess around with all the features of your face if you so desire, but you got a designated night mode. Video is actually pretty cool, but you can mess around with the video quality, 1080, 720, and 480. I don't know why you would want to go down that far, but the mic, you can turn it off or on. I don't know why you would want to turn that off, but that's cool too. You also do get some other features here, slow motion, as well as time lapse, professional, and group selfie too, which is basically just a panorama shot. And you got face emoji. So when I go to face emoji, I got these little like when I talk, it's basically to turn my face into that thing, but it's not like the best in the world that I've ever seen. And wow, I guess my eye was like really squinted because the eyes are like really trippy. But wow, that doesn't look like me whatsoever. Let me get out of here. Dude was like blinking all crazy. But you can see right here, not too much bloat on here either. We do get like this data clone app file manager, which is cool. Sim toolkit and torch, which actually gives you like this flashlight feature and like a strobe feature, just in case you're like in an emergency. What else? There's a radio on here too. So I know a lot of people like phones with radios. They give you like this Next radio. So you would like, I never even used this. I didn't even know it was like on here. So you can definitely like check that out and find local radio stations as well. But if you found this video helpful, let me know down below. It's your boy Serrano. I appreciate you guys 100%, and I'll check you guys later. Peace. And make sure you guys have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending on where you are, have a great night. Later, crew.